to just real quick test and make sure audio is coming through. Test. Okay, looks like that was a success. All right, so this is part 2 of assembling the StealthBurner. So part 1.1, since one of the pieces I printed yesterday was incorrect. So start by getting the let's see here. By getting this one prepared with the heat inserts. And I think we've only got like 4 of them, but I'll just make sure. Okay, there's more than 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay. Might need to reuse one of these. If you can hear that, this is a gas-powered. This guy's gas-powered. So, just gonna remove this heat insert. Okay, looks like it's out of power, or out of gas. Soldering iron, that's what it is. Alright, give that a minute. But yes, so if you are doing this, make sure that you've got the correct version with this notch right here, instead of this one that's got this different style of notch. Should be enough time. There we go. There we go. Now let's start with this one. Wait. course, the one where it mostly fits is the wrong hole. I'm gonna want to get a pair of tweezers so I don't burn my fingers. Okay, you see it just barely doesn't fit, which it should not fit. Okay. Okay. There's one. Then for these, I also just, before it solidifies completely, gonna kind of test and see how straight it is. It's relatively straight, and it's a little bit. Don't know if it matters too much doing this, but it looks straight. Looks straight. All right. One down. I think 6 to go. Second one. This one just do not know. I mean, I guess these technically aren't the ones they suggested to use, but alright, instead of that, I'm going to use one of these big ones. And it shouldn't be too difficult to you can see that exhaust on the gas powered. See as that slowly gets pushed in. And that should be good enough. Screw it in. Check for alignment. That looks good. It looks good. Relatively good. That looks good. Okay. Let that cool for a sec. Yeah, this one is definitely less of a, still a little bit of plastic that kind of popped up there, so feeling a little hot. But okay. This is the best file I got for this. use this one, or this one. I'm actually leaning towards this one. It probably doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's just do this one. By the way, on the topic of these heated inserts, if you don't happen to have a soldering iron to heat them up, at least for certain prints, like for this one, this definitely wouldn't work, but you can actually, I was able to use the nozzle from the 3D printer in order to push the threaded inserts into the parts I needed. Obviously, it doesn't work with this one, but it is an option. You could also, if you've got like a thick screwdriver, you can try heating that up with something to get it really hot and then try to carry over the heat. I've kind of done that once or twice in a pinch, but it's definitely very inefficient when it comes to the heat transfers, obviously, but it works. Just a little bit more just to make sure it doesn't cause any issues. Okay, that should be good to go. So now we've got 4 more. 2 on the end. One kind of annoying thing with this gas-powered one is that exhaust that you can see there. Um, didn't notice it until when you're in the middle of putting one of these things together and that starts to melt the plastic if you point the exhaust the wrong way. Hmm, that is annoying. Hopefully that stays. Okay, looks good. 2 more. Perfect. One more. It's looking good. That one's good. Yep, that is good. Perfect. Alright. Are as good as it'll be. It's fine. Okay, that is complete. Now we can actually move on to the important bit. Alright, so now that this one doesn't have that, yeah, this one doesn't have, oh, does it still have it? Oh, darn it, it was the, of course, alright. Just gotta get, move that soldering iron out of the way. Okay. Seems to be going pretty smooth. Push this guy in. Just a little bit of assistance. Let's do it with this one. There we go. Just push that right in there. Still has the tiniest bit of resistance for that. But I don't know if there's anything I can do about that right now. I might have to reprint this again, but for the sake of this, we will continue. Now, can finally put these two halves together. Snaps right into place. Okay. Very nice. And now we need to line this up. Need to line this piece up with these two notches, which is kind of hard to see, probably, but I think it's relatively close right now. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty darn close. I'm going to keep that for now. And these two screws. M325s. I think that would be these. Got this one going all the way through. Nice and lined up. And the second one goes in here. Right, that looks good. Looking at the instructions right now. Filament. Okay, this is for checking the alignment. I guess for the sake of this, we can just assume that that's fine. Probably is. And we can move on to this. So looks like this goes in here. Question is, let's just kind of shove it in a little bit. Underneath like that, maybe? I think it uses the screw. It's like the, wait a minute. Okay, this is what instructions. Okay, you put it in lower here. You definitely put it in lower. And I'm thinking that this goes right through like that, maybe? It's not entirely clear, but it looks like just kind of like this gear this has to meet up with that. So yeah, this just kind of has to, that is kind of far away. Ah, okay. I think we got it. Yep. Okay, I think we got it. Very nice. Yep. And we just gotta secure it. Another one of those M3s. Nope. It's the 30. Where did I put the... Oh. What's going on? Okay. That's annoying. Looks like the insert did not... Okay. So now we've got to get this one out. And this is where it's gonna get annoying. Okay. It was this one, right? Yeah, it was definitely this one. Get in there. much is that gonna... Okay, looks like it doesn't actually... That's good. I'm not feeling any resistance there. That is very good. Oh, this probably needs to get pushed a little bit to the side. Not really feeling any difference in the... Just heat this up a little bit. Alright, that should be enough. Ooh, that's hot. Push it down slightly. Push it this way. Just a little bit. Perfect. Good, good. Alright. Okay. That should have fixed our problem. Yep, here you see. Perfectly in place. It's a little bit awkward, but it works. Get this guy out of here. It just clears it. If you can kind of see that. The resistance is still from this part, so. Alright, nice and connected. This guy. Very nice. Oh, that wasn't even going in. Come on now. Okay. Now go in, please. Why don't you want to go in? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That might be why. that's working. So get that lined up. That's in. Get that lined up. That is in. Okay, now, there we go. I guess it just wasn't catching before. Alright, that is successful. Get the second one in there. Come on. Go. Alright. That's a little bit tight. All things considered, that's relatively smooth. So still together. Okay, finally get this one put in there. Come on now. Get in there. Come on. Let me try it from the other side. Well, it's definitely going. inverter. Come on. Not sure what's impeding this. Hold on. Jesus. This is... Hmm. Maybe there's some debris stuck in between or something. But whatever it is, okay, that's working. I don't know precisely what's going on here. It's almost certainly that it's not completely lined up, but don't necessarily know why that would be the case. So just put that in there. I mean, yeah, I can see all the way through, so maybe this time it'll work. No real resistance so far. That's good. Alright, looks like I fixed it. Whatever it was. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna call that a success. Alright, that part is done. Next up, the latch. This guy, which looks to go on like that. Tried to slides in right. Oh, I see. I certainly do. Hmm. Well, it does. Oh, wait, it goes on this way. Although I don't know if that's gonna. Okay. What about like that? No, it's. You're just gonna. Hmm. Well, I do have a way to fix this. Again, it's a mismatch. Although I thought it was a mismatch last time, and or wait, maybe it goes in like that. No, it's still. Why does it look different? I do not know why it looks different. Okay. Well, um, there is a way I can fix this. Question is, do I really want to do that now? So this attaches to that, and then this just, that goes in right there, through there. Okay, so I can cut this in order to allow this to function, I suppose. I don't know why this is that way. But I can perform a quick cut. So I'm gonna turn off the audio real quick so whoever's watching this does not need to hear that. And I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Made the cut. Let's see if it fits. Looks like it's close. It just needs to be filed down just a little bit more. Where did I put that file? Got a Dremel tool. Comes in pretty useful for fixing mistakes like this. I'll have to figure out why these two things didn't match, but for now it doesn't really matter. Everything should still line up and work properly. Still a little bump. Okay, let's try it again. Like this. Looks like it's not quite, I mean, it's passing through. So where is it? Like goes in like there, and it definitely attaches here. Yeah, like that. Although it looks like it's supposed to go a little bit further, question mark? Yeah. So why? Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna try putting, yep, another 25. I'm gonna try it, and if it doesn't work, then I'll have to look more into that. Where did I put those? 25. Did I not? Yeah, they're there. It's just poking out. Okay, well, looks like it's going through the hole. Does seem to lock it into place somewhat. It just doesn't want to go all the way for some reason. Well, I mean, for now, seems to be fine. I'll just leave it like this for now. Good enough for now. Okay, it wants me to open up. This isn't going to open up that far. Or, oh, you need to see it through. I see. I see. You see it through the hole and then you torsion knob. Screw clockwise will increase the tension. Ah, okay. Okay, makes sense. So that's what that screw in there is for. Okay, next up, the motor. Which I've got right here. Looks like it's got these two. One hole here and one hole here. Ah, one of the M30s, which I think there's only one of them. Should be only one of them. Good. That can kind of move. M38. Got one of these here. This one should be the M38 versus the, yeah. And it needs a washer. Got one of those. Just there. Nope, okay. Slide these two bits. Put them in here. Come on. And once we tighten that down, motor should be in place. Very nice. Set gear mesher. Yep, looks like it's got a little bit of play in it, so it's not too tight. And this is where the connection arm comes in. Because we've got, or not connection arm, but you know, the arm that oh, okay, I see. I see what you did there. Okay. I was confused for a sec. M320. Oh, okay. Those were M325s. Yeah, M320s. Another M38. Alright, looks like that guy is secure. Very nice. Next up. The latch in place. The M316. 16. No, this one is the 16. goes right through this one. Not 100% sure what this is for as of yet. Okay, that one is in now. We've got the cover, which lines up just like that. So it looks like this one does not have heat threaded insert, so you just gotta kinda. It's weird that it told me to bring it all the way. Wonder why it didn't give me a threaded insert for this one, but if it works, it works. Come okay. It's a little. That's very cool. Still need to get it in all the way though. There's another one over here. Okay. So I think that's gonna be good enough for that one. And then the M3 by 6 by 4, 5, 6. enough. Okay, next up. Oh, need to have a bit more of a secure. Ooh. Okay. That's what is going on with that. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's just the level that it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, looks like the extruder is finally done aside from that kind of weirdness, but figure that out later. Now onto the hot end. So, as I mentioned last time, I kind of made a custom one of these. It's going to fit the micro Swiss hot end in here. So, I do not have the version that I'm going to use. That version is currently on the printer, but what I can do is I can just kind of assemble it. I think I used I think it's called like the Dragon hot end as a base for this. Oh, okay. These need their own threaded inserts. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Good news is I don't think it's not too big a difference. Okay, that needs anything else need them? Doesn't look like it. Okay, that's fine then. We can just use definitely have that one. Slipped in a bit too easy, but I think we're gonna push it in as far as it'll go and kind of test it. That's pretty straight. Looks like this one's out of gas again. Fill her up. In hindsight, an electrical one is, at least in this circumstance, probably better, but I do not have one, so nope, that's the wrong way. good. Looks like we might only need 3 of these. Maybe. No, we'll do 4 just in case. And finally, this guy. Okay. Looks like we are going to need to do it. Alright, all those are done. And put the hot end in place. And then we secure this side to this side, like so. Couple more M16s. Those these? No, those are these. Looks like it's a little bit. Force it in there. And then it's definitely not flush entirely. So that probably means this one is. This one just needs to be. Yeah, can deal with that later. This is just kind of a test fitting anyway. And then finally, okay, those are secured to the end. And then you put the PTFE tube in. And then we've got this guy, the cover for everything, pretty much. So for this part, I've got these LEDs that you insert, I believe, here and here. And so these two are meant to go like that. Oh, okay, so you're supposed to print. This is where they go in, and you kind of, seems like you stick them in like that. Or you don't know, you stick them in like that. Come on. It's definitely a little bit tight, but very tight. Is it because there's like a little bit of... Okay, that should fix it. So this goes in like that. There we go. That's almost as far as it goes. Don't want to break anything. Yeah, but okay. So this fits in there like that. Might not be there all the way. And then you've got these. Put them together like that. It's the other way. Yep, just like that. And then looks like you take these and you just kind of oh no, okay. So this one is okay. So you put like one of these in here, kind of like that. Then you shove the other one in here like that. Yeah. So they go in there. And then this guy goes in. Guess it goes in right through here. Like that, and then you just push it in to here. Just kind of get something to... It's good enough. And then, yeah, okay. And then the light goes in like that, essentially. So, then light goes in like that. And that's how you get the lighting effect. So, light's here, and then light here. Then you wind it around, kind of around through here and such. Oh, there's a support structure located right there that we need to get off. There we go. And now this moves. And then in the front here, don't think I've got one exactly with me immediately, but it's where you put the part cooling fan. So, part cooling fan goes here, gets screwed in and such. And then that gets routed through. And then we've got the... Okay, actually, no. That's the hot end cooling fan to prevent heat creep. And then we've got the actual part cooling fan that goes on the top. And conveniently enough, I actually have one of those because of one of the many mishaps that occurred in the process of printing all this stuff. So, looks like what you need to do is you need to take, I guess you can kind of jam something in there to separate it. But these two need to be separated. Okay, but I mean, huh. Looks like I might need to get a different fan. Because the fan goes in like that. And I thought I'd be able to reuse the 5015. It should be a 5015. Yeah, it is 5015. So why? Okay. Why did wait. What? I mean, you're supposed to just... But even if it... Maybe it curves or something? Alright, I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on. Alright, I am back. So... Slide it into just... I do not understand. It should just be like you... Because the pictures indicate that it has... Trimming jig STL included in the release to make this task easy. Yeah, that's fine. I just cut it off, but like the holes line up here, and I don't. Yeah, that can't be right with this one. Might need to ask some questions about this, because I don't know. It's not supposed to be like that. Alright, we'll just move on for now. And there's the final assembly. There's the part that actually takes, gets all of this and attaches it to the gantry. That I guess I can do later because I don't have the gantry yet. Yeah, just inserting all that. That gets put on one side, gets attached, and then this gets put on the other side, and then the whole thing gets put together. So like that. You've got this side, and then you've got this other side. It all kind of fits. All kind of like that, and then you get couple screws to secure this side, couple screws to secure that side, and then it's pretty much done. So yeah, unless there's any sensors that you want to install on the bottom part, which in my case there is, and but that one's actually from a different part, so we will get to that later. But looks like that's about it. So yeah, I mean, definitely ran into some weird roadblocks. I'll have to double check that I printed all of the correct stuff, but that's generally how you assemble it. Um, just got to add the fans in as well. Need to check if this file is actually correct. But yeah, I mean, that's about it. Um, I know the stream is pretty choppy, and that's due to the computer I'm running it on. Like I mentioned last time, I'll probably, the next time I do this, I'll have a new computer. Well, not new, but as in one of the newer ones I have to run this. And yeah, I promise it'll look better. And of course, this was just sort of the preamble, kind of explanation, kind of introductory thing to this. Nothing about what I've done is special to the Cr10S-Pro. So next time we will start getting into that once I've got all those parts printed and once I've sorted out any weird issues I had to deal with this. And yeah, that's about it. So I will end the stream and I'll see you the next time when I've got everything printed and we can start actually putting this thing together for real.